Okay, so it's a 15-minute max on this recording. So this is the second part of the introduction to the course. So I was at the point where I was talking about the research logs and the literature review and what topics to do. If you're confused by that, there's more information on My Methodist, and I'll show you where to find that in just a minute. I'm going to walk you through the My Methodist page. The last thing that's on there is called Community Engagement Roundtables. I've changed the format of our service learning project a little bit. So the information that's now on My Methodist is correct. We're not really calling it Community Engagement Roundtables. I'm just calling it our Service Learning Project, and I'll explain a lot more about that. I was going to plan to just do that in week 2 anyway, so I will talk about that in class next Friday. So the other things in this PowerPoint, we would talk about the 3 different components of the educated citizen, because this is a big part of the course is writing these reflections and getting your portfolio ready. So if you want to look through these to remind yourself of what does it mean to be a reflective individual, that may be helpful. Effective communicator, and then change agent. And then I usually do a reflective exercise with students during the first week of class. At this point, I would open it up for questions, so please email me if you have any questions or concerns about the class. And then next Friday, you have your first weekly assignment due, and you should read chapters 1 through 3 and watch the narrated PowerPoints over those chapters. So now I'm going to show you your My Methodist page. So some of you are in the first section, some of you in the second section. All the material is the same, but like the team, the members of your team are obviously different. So this is for, oh, and I apologize, this says 8:30 to 11:20 because that's in my previous course. I will make sure to change that. The first section goes from 8:30 to 9:50. The second section goes 10 o'clock to 11:20. This is where you can sign up for the table topic, and then this is a list of the members of your team. So you should, when you post here's where you're going to post your introduction discussion board. You would click on here, open up the forum topic, which is introductions, and it tells you what you should do. You'll add a post here, and then I would like you to read the introduction posts from the other members of your team, which are listed here under week 1. Again, this is the link to sign up for the table topics. I believe some of you have already done that. And then you'll see in week 2 where it tells you what you should do for the weekly assignment this week. So there is another survey or assessment that I'm going to have you do that talks about what are your top leadership strengths. So I'll have you complete that survey. Tell us what your top strengths were. Were they accurate? Why or why not? And then what are the leadership skills or traits you would like to develop this semester? And then here's where you can see the link for the narrated PowerPoints. Under course assignments is where I put all the information about any of the assignments in the course. So if it's a writing assignment like the weekly assignment, I have the rubric and what I expect there. The portfolio reflections, the rubric is there. This is for any papers that you write in APA format. This is a template that you can work from that I think is helpful. This is a list of some people when they go to meet with their healthcare, the person that they're going to interview for the paper, they don't know what to ask. So I've provided a list of questions that you might ask. And then just a reflection writing guide that might be helpful if you're stuck writing your reflections. And then here's the information about the literature review and the information about the research log. The research log is really important. You'll want to download this, and this is the template you should fill out when you're working on your research logs. You'll just type right into, it's a Word document, you can type right into it and then just save and upload it to My Methodist. So what you need to do for research log number 1, number 2, and number 3. And these dates are from last semester, I believe, so they are incorrect. I will get that up to date. The correct due dates are on the syllabus in My Methodist. It's always, for you guys, they're always due on Sunday. The last thing, there's information about the table topics and the service learning project that falls under speaking assignment because you'll be doing some speaking on that. And then the final exam, I said there's not a final exam. You get to choose if you want to do a final exam or just write a final essay. Both information is there for both of them. The final reflective essay is about a 750-word reflection about integrating, and there's some specific questions that you write about integrating what you learned throughout the course. And then the final exam is 25 multiple choice questions and 2 essay questions. It is online and it is open book, open note. I do put a 90-minute cap on it just to kind of bound it a little bit, but you can choose either one. They'll both be due the last Sunday of the semester, or the Sunday before the end of the semester. I think that is all I wanted to show you. If you have, I do have additional resources under NMC Portfolio in the literature review if that's helpful to you, and some information about finding resources at the library for your literature review. If you have any questions or concerns before next Friday, please feel free to reach out to me, email me, or call me, or come to my office hours next week. Otherwise, I will see you in class, hopefully, barring no other snow days. I will see you next Friday, and you should complete your weekly assignment number 1 for next Friday. We're going to keep that same due date. So if you have questions regarding that, please let me know. And I did have people start signing up for the table topics. Nobody in this section next week, but if you did sign up for next week, we will start table topics next week as well. I look forward to meeting all of you and reading about your introductions this week, and I will see you next Friday. Thanks a lot.